Hello MMA fans, this is MMA Daily with your daily news and updates. Here are today's top stories. Starting off, Javier Mendez compares Jon Jones to Lance Armstrong. Next, Dustin Poirier shoots down rumored fight against Colby Covington. Lastly, Israel Adesanya gets into road rage incident in New Zealand. MMA coach Javier Mendez has compared Jon Jones' greatest of all time status to disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong. In recent months, there's been a lot of talk surrounding the future of Jon Jones. In fact, there's also been a lot of talk about his past and present. The former light heavyweight king is currently the heavyweight champion, and many consider him to be the GOAT. However, others feel as if the UFC and Dana White are trying too hard to paint that picture. He's certainly in the conversation, but if he doesn't fight Tom Aspinall before retiring, that'll leave a sour taste in the mouths of many. So hopefully, that's the showdown we get to see one day. When it comes to the GOAT talk, Javier Mendez has one name that in his mind proves why Jon shouldn't be considered. Here is what he said. Dana is still insisting that Jon Jones is pound for pound number one. He has his valid points, but my valid point is, I just want to say one thing, Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong won the Tour de France how many times, and basically, he got all those titles taken away from him because of one thing, doping. And even though it was many years later that they caught him, he lost all the Tour de France titles. Well, it's been a fact, it's been proven, Jon Jones has been caught doping. So, I'm sorry, I think that disqualifies him just based on that alone. UFC lightweight contender Dustin Poirier appears unlikely to ever fight Colby Covington. Dustin hasn't fought since his attempt for the UFC title in June. At UFC 302, he faced Islam Makhachev in the main event, putting up a strong fight but ultimately losing by submission in the 5th round. This loss cost him the lightweight title he has been chasing for years. After the fight, Dustin hinted that it might be his last. However, a few months later, he is now planning a return to the cage. Earlier this summer, he announced he wants one more fight, but he didn't say who his opponent might be. Recently, Colby Covington has been mentioned as a possible opponent. Although Colby hasn't confirmed this, he's been calling for a fight with Dustin for years. Colby, a welterweight, hasn't fought since losing to Leon Edwards by unanimous decision at UFC 296 last December. Dustin versus Colby is off the table. Earlier today, Dustin dismissed any chance of the fight happening, stating there's no way he'll let his former teammate make money with him. While this matchup isn't happening, both fighters have plenty of other options. Since his last fight in June, Dustin has expressed interest in facing several opponents, including Conor McGregor and Alexander Volkanovski. On the other hand, Colby Covington has been repeatedly challenged by Ian Gary since his loss in December. Although there were talks of the two fighting at UFC 303 in June, the fight never materialized. What's your opinion? Would you like to see a fight between Dustin and Colby, and who do you think would win? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Israel Adesanya appeared to be involved in a road rage incident after video emerged of the UFC superstar allegedly spitting towards a fellow driver. Adesanya is understood to be back home in New Zealand after suffering defeat in his comeback fight against Du Plessis at UFC 305 in Perth last month. Adesanya missed out on the chance of reclaiming his middleweight world title and cast doubt over his future in the octagon following the fight, which he lost by submission. Here is the video of the incident.
Go drive your fucking beat up fucking shit. Bitch, you fucking bitch.
Thank you for tuning in to MMA Daily. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of mixed martial arts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications for our latest videos. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you'd like to hear about in our upcoming videos. See you tomorrow with more MMA news. Until then, stay safe and keep following MMA Daily for your daily dose of fighting excitement.